Welcome to Eve Singularity. I'm Major Freak. This is corporate, the beta software spaghetti code in Eve, created in beta, and hasn't been touched much, if at all, of any note since release. There have been one or two critical things that they did change that was welcome. But in, say, how many 16 plus years, those are the only changes. They, around 2013, they restricted the canceling a job to only the installer and director, obviously, and CEO, So they couldn't just, come in and grief the factory jobs that were in place. Now, yeah, it took a while to set this up, so it's not gonna, I'm not gonna belabor this too much. I do not give roles. None of my members have any roles at all. There are, I don't give out roles. What I do is give out titles. So I don't, how to put this, I don't like Omnon Gunner and Minor Freak are, Minor Freak's the CEO, Omnon Gunner looks to be a director. You can tell that by you just go, edit member, and that would, roles, and that would be director. So by default, all the titles, I guess so. Yeah, I had fun doing colors for that one. That was cool. Took me a while to figure that one out. You can do that in the title management by putting in the color codes. And it's kind of neat. Of course, in Eve, you need to add 0 times FF, I believe, in order to actually make it work. I'm not sure if they fixed it. They certainly fixed some for the overview, but I'm pretty sure this is the same thing. I do not know why it's that code, but trust me, it's the only way it'll work. Okay. Those are the colors I used. Okay. All right. Now I chose the station service. That's the most important for what I'm going to be showing. These are, well, gee, I wrote up a list a whole hell of a long time ago. Where is my list? Hopefully I didn't delete it. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, the accountant can, I believe, accountant's very powerful. You'll be well advised not to give it to anybody you don't trust implicitly. It's pretty much almost a director level thing. Yeah, junior, here's the, actually I'll link the stuff so you can read it. Now remember, these are very old posts. God, back in 2014, okay? So to be aware, some things have changed, but not much. You could take these with a grain of salt, but these, a grain of salt as in they could have changed, but I tested all this stuff ad nauseum, so I'm certain of my data here. Yeah, I didn't glean any of this off the forums or listen to any bullshit. It's all tested in-game to make sure what I'm looking at is actually what is happening. So all this stuff is absolutely true. Auditor is crazy, idiotic. I just gave it out because, I'd like to give out something to the priests. So contract manager, man, they can do corporate contracts. Trader allows, that's a service, I think. Anyways, so diplomat, able to set standings, I believe. But you obviously can read those notes I made. Fitting manager, I probably gets to save and delete. Corporate fittings, junior accountant. I don't know why I've set it to subdirector. I might have not taken. Let's see. Can see the corporate wallet settings and toggle buttons, but there's no ability to save, submit changes. Alright, what am I that? Yay. Junior accountants cannot see the corporate orders tab in market. Okay. Nor the assets tab in corp panel, but the accountant can. But this role does allow view of the deliveries tab. Items will be grayed out and cannot be taken. Okay, I guess I could increase the access to that one. I suppose. Personnel manager, hire people, I believe. That looks in the recruitment. Did I get that right? Okay. Mabel's used to find member and view only. It also enables member to create, but not membership? That's hilarious. Just that, huh? There's some weird stuff like security officer does not allow. I thought it was allow access to corp members. No, it doesn't. It just nor does it allow to view typicals map. It must be a new feature they put in 2014. Yeah, I forget what it was for. I didn't even mention what the new feature was. Lol. Oh god. So it's not comprehensive, and it's probably very rambling, but you've got a better idea of what it can and can't do. If I say something it can do, it can do. If I haven't, I probably haven't looked into it. It's too bad I didn't mention what it was. Rent office. So yeah, that's yeah. Don't use station containers. Just don't. Just save yourself the headache. Yeah, just don't. Please, God, please don't. Yeah. Able to see corporate shares. Okay. The only is okay. The only is they also need access to the wallet division for this to be effective. Okay. So even though you give accountant, okay, you can also view the assets tab of the corporate panel. Okay, that's pretty powerful. And see the corporate orders in market. That's sort of powerful. I wonder if they can interact with it. Who knows? But yeah, I put as much information as I could find at the time in here. I'm sure if I took the time, I could probably flesh out the roles quite comprehensively. I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I just not yet. This video is just so I can show you the BPOs I've got and the access I was going to give hires that I recruited. It's just I'm just way too paranoid, and there's just way too many bloody Safari members. And at the time, there was no ability to toggle off the ability to shoot each other without repercussion in the same corp. So I was very leery of hiring people, and I still am. I'm just paranoid as hell. So this is the station service. This is the important stuff, like the factory manager. I'm pretty darn sure that if I toggle this off, that save changes. Always remember same changes. Save changes, yes. Yeah, this created insufficient roles. So yeah, you do need the factory manager to actually do something, even though you've got the rent factory and rent research. Unfortunately, you also need the factory manager to start that job. Yeah, just be aware that they haven't, like I said, haven't changed much. So the intuitiveness and efficiency and lack of loopholes is not being worked on. So there's tons of loopholes, no documentation. You're rolling the dice here, so do be careful. So we'll go back here and we'll unfortunately have to enable all this, but luckily they cannot screw with somebody else's job, and that other person knows when their job's finishing and they come by and deliver it and deal with it. I do believe that anyone can deliver once it's finished. I might have tested it before, but I don't think I talked about it. But yeah, I mean, it is something you can, once, if you've never done it before and you needed at least somebody to help explain shit, at least from here on in, you'll be able to go, okay, I can test that, and you can go out and test it, because it's really important to be confident in your own. It's scary, because to me, blueprints are my babies. They're if I lost my blueprints, I'd be devastated. If I lost anything else, I'd be like, whatever, lol. But these blueprints that I spent years on, and it's what I wanted to. It's like nurturing newbies, just help people. They can play around with the blueprints, figure out if they want to actually get into industry, and just wonderful stuff. So yeah, it's very near and dear to my heart. So this is what is it, Deacon? Yeah, Deacon. It's been a while. The Deacon doesn't have any roles. Hardly. No, doesn't have any roles. Station Sheriff or General. And does have access to the Deacon wallet. And can give and take from the Deacon wallet. And I've made it so that each level lacks access to the lower levels. You just have Deacon and Priest and yeah, it's I just did it that way. It just seemed cool. So I don't have the roles. The input location is the rent factory. So output location is rent factory. Insufficient roles to start the job is factory manager. The selected facility is no longer available, which means I don't have I believe that's the selected facility is no longer available because probably a combination of lack of factory manager and lack of rent factory slot. And input material inventory and output material inventory is not selected because it's just not able to. I can't select a facility, period, for the corporate, and cannot use this blueprint from the current location because I don't have any roles for it, basically. This one, I can do it because not only can I factory, I believe this is, like you saw when I changed it, the ability to do this, select, I believe is the rent factory slot. It's an old thing. Believe me, that yeah, I don't even want to go there describing the old way it was happening. And this was even after they changed and before that, sorry, that they had the lottery system for the Tech 2 blueprints. Yeah. Anyways, so rent factory slot, and I will remove that, save changes, and go back in here, and this turns red, and it says access to the material input location is denied. Oops. So I'm able to choose the input material location, which is basically going to be 0 because it's empty, and that's where I'll let people put in and take out stuff. The input material location, you need now this is where it breaks down my understanding of it. The way I set it up was that I'll give and take for here, view and take from this one. It used to be query, so view and take from Cloister, and that's where, because you've got this ability to select because you have the rent factory, but you don't have the ability because you don't have the factory manager to start it. And ignore this because I'll just re-enable it. So re-enable that, save changes. There we go. Okay, so and I'll do this one, use blueprint. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing, sorry, bad. Access to inputs denied. Oops. Go. Close that out. It was updating before. I don't know why it's updating now. So there we go. And it says denied. Access to the material. Oh, sorry. So there we go, and there we go. There. Okay. So there we go. So I'm able to start that. It'll take 6 minutes. I'll just start it right now. And I just, on Singularity, I dumped a whole bunch of stuff in here, but I keep it empty. And then this Corpy, this new recruit who wants to try out industry, will check out how much he needs for the industry job, and then put whatever ingredients he needs into the input location, starts the job, and then when he delivers it, see, I am not the creator. All active jobs owned by Corp, and since I'm not the creator, but I am, how high up in rank am I? I'm senior. So priest, senior. So I'm about 3rd level. I like it says right here a while ago, they factory manager changed that canceling a job is only allowed by installer. So it looks like it can stop it. And I'm the other character, but this better fail. Confirm. Ah, good, excellent. Okay, but Okay, cool. So you canceled it, and no inputs will be refunded, right? So you could grief that way. But I do believe I'll be able to deliver it once it's done in 4 minutes. So I'll just continue on yapping my face off. Yeah, so it's helpful. That's how I do it. And since I didn't lock down these blueprints, and I obviously once I'm happy with the layout, and I believe I am currently, I'd lock everything down, and that involves or is it, I don't think I can do it that way. I need to do you'd propose lockdown vote. Number of days. What do you mean number of days? Probably for the vote? Next. Okay. You do it that way and lock down the every... I wonder if they've changed it. Corporate vote. Hello. Open this up. Does it give me any information? No, it does not. And you go into corporate. I know, right? Jesus, brings back memories. Votes. Where are the votes? Where are the votes? Politics. Right. I believe it was in politics. Let's check it out. Votes. Open vote. Close vote. And lockdown. And sometimes, be careful, sometimes, I don't know if they changed it, but sometimes this can be reversed in order. Yeah, so be aware. Yay. Yay. And of course it ends tomorrow. And that's when it's locked down, I believe. Or... oh, cool. It's already locked down. Hey, that's pretty neat. So yeah, that's what it looks like when it's locked down. And it can't be moved anymore. So even if you give take access, it's all locked down. You're completely safe. All your blueprints are 100% safe. You can't propose a vote unless you're a director, I believe, or have shares or something. I forget the actual ruling. I would recommend you never, ever give out any shares whatsoever at all. Period. End of story. So yeah. Wife's back, so I better cut this out quick. But yeah, you're welcome to check it out. That's the way I safeguard my blueprints, and would like to offer it to the public. But whoever, if I ever start recruiting, this is how I do it.